Welcome back to a new video. In this series we focus on the chthonic god and goddesses. They are associated with death, the afterlife, and the fertility of the earth. They were believed to reside in the underworld, a realm that was simultaneously a place of darkness for the dead and a source of life-generating fertility. This video is about the Eumenides, also known as the Furies. They are the goddesses of vengeance and sacred retribution. Their wrath is not random, it is precise, personal, and inevitable. They are not evil. They are the voice of the dead, the conscience of the living, and the terror of the guilty. Who are the Eumenides? The word Eumenides means the kindly ones, a name used out of fear and reverence. It's a euphemism, spoken to avoid drawing their wrath. Their true name is Eumenides, which likely comes from a root meaning to pursue or to punish. They are a trinity, three sisters, but more than mere individuals. They are a force of nature, acting as one. The three Furies are: Alecto, she who never rests, punishes moral crimes like anger, pride, and cruelty. Tisiphone, avenger of murder, punishes blood crimes, especially within families. Megira, the jealous one, punishes betrayals of trust, especially marital and oath-breaking. Together, they uphold ancient, unbreakable laws, laws that even Zeus cannot defy. The Eumenides symbolize primordial justice. The Furies are older than the Olympians. Their justice is not the orderly law of courts and kings, but the raw, sacred balance of blood for blood, oath for oath, harm for harm. They represent the moral code of the cosmos. Divine vengeance. Their wrath is reserved for those who escape human justice, especially murderers, perjurers, abusers, and traitors to kin. They hunt the guilty across the world, whispering in dreams, appearing in visions, driving their victims to madness and despair. Conscience and guilt. They don't just punish physically. The Furies are the inner torment of the guilty. They appear in nightmares. They make wine taste like blood, food like ash. The voice you hear when no one else is speaking, that may be the Eumenides. Origins and family. There are several ancient accounts of their origin. In Hesiod's Theogony, they are born from the blood of Uranus, spilled on the earth when he was castrated by Kronos. From that blood came not only the Furies, but the giants and Melee, ash tree nymphs, all wild, untamed forces of nature. In other traditions, they are daughters of Nyx, night, or even Hades and Persephone, connecting them directly to the underworld. But in all stories, they are older than Olympus, more ancient than the structured world we know. They come from a time of raw elemental forces, and they have never been tamed. Appearance and iconography. The Furies are not beautiful, but terrifying and awe-inspiring. They are winged women, with wild black hair and serpents coiled around their heads and arms. Their eyes bleed tears of blood. Their voices are like howling winds and screeching birds. They carry whips, torches, and daggers. Their robes are dark, often stained with the blood of those they pursue. They are also associated with black dogs, bats, and owls. The scent of sulfur and rotting earth. Sacred snakes that live in their sanctuaries. To see them is to be filled with dread, even if you are innocent. Myths and stories of the Eumenides. Myth number 1, the pursuit of Orestes. Orestes is one of the most tragic figures in Greek mythology. After his mother, Clytemnestra, murdered his father Agamemnon, Orestes is commanded by Apollo to avenge him by killing his own mother. He obeys. But this act, matricide, the killing of one's mother, is an unforgivable crime to the Furies. They rise from the earth, clawing through the soil, and begin their chase. Orestes flees across Greece, but they are always there. In his dreams, in his breath, in every silence. Finally, he reaches Athens, where Athena herself calls the first ever trial by jury, the Areopagus, to decide Orestes' fate. The trial ends in a tie. Athena casts the final vote, acquittal. The Furies are furious, until Athena offers them a new role. Not destroyers, but protectors of justice and order within the city. From then on, they are worshipped as the Eumenides, no longer feared enemies, but divine guardians of moral law. Myth number 2, the false oath. A man swore falsely on the river Styx, the most sacred oath in Greek tradition. He made promises to gods and mortals alike, then broke them without regret. At first, he prospered. His lies worked. But slowly, his sleep turned restless. He heard whispers in empty rooms. His children feared him. His servants quit. He began to see shadows in his reflection, and his food rotted in his mouth. The Furies had come. He died alone, crying out names he never remembered speaking. Myth number 3, sacred rituals of the Eumenides. In Attica, especially near Athens and Colonus, there were underground sanctuaries to the Furies. No one entered lightly. Offerings were made in absolute silence, often at night, and left in black bowls, milk, honey, or the blood of a black ram. In some cases, priests of homicide courts invoked them during murder trials, calling on the Furies to witness the truth. They weren't worshipped with joy or celebration, but with fear, awe, and trembling respect. The Furies in Roman myth. In Roman mythology, the Furies were called the Deities, the Dread Ones. They appear in Virgil's Aeneid, sent by the gods to punish mortals and even to drive queens mad. Their presence remains the same, unrelenting, horrifying, and absolute. Final thoughts. The Eumenides are not gods you pray to, they are gods you hope never to meet. But in their terrifying pursuit lies something essential. A cosmic reminder that no crime is ever truly forgotten. That some oaths cannot be broken without consequence. That justice, though slow, always finds its voice. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more stories about ancient gods, spirits, and forgotten myths, let me know in the comments. Have a great day!